I just use Bitcoin to buy my ticket to that crypto conference that I go to every year. So I feel like now is the perfect time for me to get back on my bullshit and to tell you that I feel like you should be using NFTs, or at least looking into it. You know, get your feet wet, get your toes wet, start exploring. And by you, of course, I mean you my designer friends, you my artist friends, you my retailer friends, you my community builder friends. You know who you are. And I should preface this by saying that I know you already have a whole lot on your plate with emailing and social media and fulfillment, and that's beyond the thing that you make and do and sell. And I know that NFTs didn't get the best reputation from a few years ago with all the Monkey JPEGs and all the Miami crypto bros, but I promise you that if part of your brand building is community building, and it should be, then NFTs can really like fill a gap that isn't really being served by your email lists or your social media or, you know, whatever marketing you're doing. I promise it's handy and good. So just hear me out, okay? I'm a collector. I still have flyers from when my friends were like performing in high school, when their bands were performing in high school. I still have my Got You 2 store card from when I was a mall rat. I have all my J. Crew catalogs, all my Anthro catalogs. I still have like, on my machine, I still have stickers from all of the South by Southwest pop-ups that I was going to in like 2007, 2008. I just keep them on my sewing machine. And NFTs can really be a digital version of all of those things. Flyers, mementos, stickers, anything from like things, lookbooks. I have to add lookbooks in there. But like from anything that you cared about, that an artist that you made cared about, this can be a digital version of that. And I know it's kind of silly to think about having a digital version of all these things, like a digital sticker. That just sounds silly, but I feel like I have to remind you that we are all hanging out in cyberspace right now. It doesn't feel absurd, it sounds absurd. And I think that if you'd have told us a couple years ago, you know, that's dumb, I'm not doing that. But here we are having this interaction. One of the cornerstones of public blockchains and digital wallets is that they are publicly viewable. So if you're using NFTs to like create and link to digital souvenirs, like we just talked about, like if you're an artist that does like interactive works, or to make digital certificates of authenticity, if you're like a jeweler that makes these really gorgeous, handcrafted, hand-carved heirloom pieces, or if you're a musician, they can just be like ticket stubs. They also act as timestamps. You can mint an NFT for literally any and everything that you do. You can airdrop them, people can buy them. They can be free, they cannot be free, whatever. It's a way for people to like show both their interest in you and how long they've been invested in you and your creativity. It's stickers on a skate deck. It's like an Instagram post to show off, you know, the house that you renovated so everybody could see your shoe collection, you know, just a gorgeous closet. It's concert t-shirts with the tour name and a date on it. People show their interests and they bond over the things that they care about. And sometimes the thing that they care about is you, and NFTs being this digital portable souvenir is another way to do that. And again, I know it sounds silly for NFTs to like serve as a digital version of it. I sound like a goofball, but the timestamp aspect of it, I think adds the most depth in that it makes this sort of speak to one of the most profoundly human needs of all, which is to be heard. I know. This sounds silly, but like, hear me out. How many times have you heard somebody be like, I was into them before they were big? I'm hipster trash. I say it all the time. And I hate myself for it, but there are so many people that I follow on Instagram that are like 60,000, 200,000 followers, 500,000. And I've been into them for so long before they even had like 1,500. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud of them. I'm not like boasting about this thing, but you know, there's also talking to people that are like, I saw Lizzo open for Haim at the Bomb Factory when tickets were only $10, or like, you know, people go up to some of my friends and be like, I started following you when you were selling your sugar scrubs at the farmer's market, and now it's just so nice to see you inside of like Target. I get so stoked by that. In Oprah's last episode, she said that at its base, every single interaction you'll ever have, people just want to know, do you see me? Do you hear me? And does what I say mean anything to you? And being able to have these like little portable souvenirs that you can make for literally any and everything you want. You can make it for like your first 1,000 followers, or an EP release, or to launch a new collection, or to like give to frequent buyers. It means that you can show these people, you can know who they are, they can know who they are, other people can know who they are, and you can say thank you to them. Right now, like, people don't get anything if they like followed you on Instagram for a long time, or if they like were the first person to come to any of your shows. That like guy that Kelly Clarkson was like, he was at all of my shows. What does he get for that thing? If she was minting NFTs the whole time, she'd be able to be like, anybody that has an NFT from like my first 3 shows, come in, your tickets are free, it's on the house, I appreciate you being with me. Imagine for a second that Mary-Kate and Ashley had been minting NFTs their whole career. Post Full House, if you had their mystery books, if you had the party VHS tapes, if you had anything from like Elizabeth and James when they went to Kohl's, you got a ticket, you showed your NFT from all of those things, and you got to go to like a VIP party for the row. That's sort of the beauty of using NFTs to like build longevity and community. If you are working towards building longevity and community, I think these are really special ways to be able to show that you care about the people that care about you. The epilogue here is that the technology isn't the most accessible yet, and I get that. But there is one company that's making it so simple and seamless to use NFTs, and I'm gonna make a whole other video about them because I am obsessed. But for now, I just want you to start like thinking about them as a tool, like another tool that you can add to your kit, instead of, you know, trash that it's gotten the reputation of being. They are very useful, and I think that they can help you have more meaningful interactions with people that care about you and the work that you make. So that's all I have to say right now. Text me. That's all I have to say right now, but also DM me if you want to talk about any of this. I have all the time in the world to talk about Web3 because it's what I care about the most in the world. I'd say like top 5 things. If you're texting me about Degrassi, if you're texting me about NFTs, if you're texting me about my cat Coconut, I'm all here for it. So bring it on, please.